How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got a quick 3-game set here with the Phillies. Getting into game 1, it is Spencer Strider versus Zach Wheeler. Braves looking to bounce back after a 3-game sweep at home versus the Marlins. Phillies looking to bounce back after losing 2 of 3 to the Cubs. Let's talk about Zach Wheeler in his first 3 starts on the mound, because really the Braves aren't doing much that's worth talking about, so we're going to look at Zach Wheeler. He has made 3 starts, and in his first 3 starts he has looked excellent. He has gone 2-0, given up just 8 hits. That's insane. Over 3 starts, averaging about 7 innings a start, maybe a little bit more, 23 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts to 3 walks, a 1.17 ERA, and a .48 whip. He has been the Phillies ace so far this season, and he's not looking to slow down. Injury, no sir, nothing's affected him. And we'll start this ball game here in the first inning. Ronald Acuna chasing that high heat from Wheeler to go down swinging. That's the first of many strikeouts on the day for Wheeler. Another similar pitch to Matt Olson gets him swinging. And Ozzie Albies trying to avoid striking out, but Wheeler says, no sir, sit down. Wheeler striking out the side to start the game, and that's really how things went for the Braves offensively. So Strider is looking to bounce back as well. We're still seeing some lower velocity and a high ERA over 5. And Bryce Harper takes that slider the other way, as Strider was going for the outer half of the zone there, but it missed over the plate, and Harper with a 1-out double to get the Phillies going. Just his second of the season. Kyle Schwarber now climbing in, and he's going to take that fastball high and deep to center field. Michael Harris looking up and watching it go. 394 to right center field goes Kyle Schwarber, a Schwarber bomb, his 10th, oh my god, already of the season. Jeez Louise. 10 home runs for Kyle Schwarber is insane in the 3rd week of April. That's scary. Phillies take a 2-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and things continue to not look so great for Strider, as he gives up another hard hit ball. This one is single to the number 8 batter. Here's the number 9 batter, and that is going to be a hard fly out right into the gap there, but Harris able to make the play. And again, Strider just not blowing the fastball by people or any of his pitches by people. And Acuna is going to get there, but it bounces off his glove. And that is going to allow the runner to score to give the Phillies a 3-0 lead. Brandon Marsh with his 4th double. But yeah, Strider just not doing much. And he's going to have to figure out how to pitch again, because he doesn't have that velocity anymore. And he's just getting rocked. Harper with his 2nd base hit of the night. And it's 4-0 Philly. And maybe this is why. Strider is complaining of pain in his shoulder. He'll need to be reevaluated tomorrow, but the trainer doesn't believe it's overly serious. So Strider does have a shoulder injury. We'll have to see what that looks like at the end of the game. And things just get worse for the Braves as Joey Wentz comes on. And I thought Michael Harris caught that ball. He did not. So it falls right in front of him to make it 5-0 Phillies, and the wheels just fall off. Real Muto to right center field. Harris looks up. Acuna looks up. It's off the wall. And they will extend the lead even more. 7-0 as 2 runs come to score from the double. Wheeler has been excellent. He's only given up. This is the first hit for the Braves. We did get a base runner in the 4th or 3rd, I think. But, yeah, he was no-hitting us. Yastrzemski walked, and that was our only base runner. So Wheeler loses the no-hit bid, giving up just his first hit to Kyle Farmer. And Acuna grounds to short, 6-4-3. An excellent outing by Zach Wheeler. Just gives up the hit, and he punches out, I want to say 11. So here's Joe Jimenez. We talked about him in the other video, the previous video, about how he's really struggling, and So we're going to see how he does here in the bottom of the 8th. And so far, there's 2 quick outs, a strikeout and a pop out to Matt Olson. But if it were that simple, then I wouldn't have shown it. Another base hit for the number 9 batter in Phillies lineup, and it rolls all the way to the wall, gets kind of stuck there. Yastrzemski has to dig it out, and that allows him to move up to second for a 2-out double.
Up next for the Phillies, center fielder
Brandon Marsh doubled his last time up. Takes a strike from Jimenez, looking to lower that ERA and show the Braves, hey, he's worth keeping around, but that won't do it. That's a base hit from Brandon Marsh, and Jimenez gives up yet another run, making it 10-0 Philly. Here is Bryce Harper, 2 for 3. Just gets ahead of him with his fastball. 0-1. The slider gets him swinging. That's scary. I don't really know if I'd want to throw a slider like that into Bryce Harper. But he gets him with the fastball, blows him by 3 pitches. But Jimenez does give up the run on a couple of hard hit balls. And the Phillies take this game. Well, we had no chance. I mean, we had 2 hits. So it was not a very good game if you're a Braves fan, and I'm sorry, we had 3 hits, but the skid does continue. We have lost 4 in a row. Zach Wheeler gets his 3rd win. Strider gets his 3rd loss, and there was just nothing there for the Braves. We're just in a slump right now. I don't really know how else to really describe it. We're just struggling significantly. Hopefully we can bounce back in the 2nd game of the series and take the series, but it's not looking good. So Zach Wheeler, he did go 6 1/3 with the hit, 11 strikeouts and a walk. Real Muto had a home run and 2 doubles, so he's your player of the game. I think Zach Wheeler should have been that, but regardless, Spencer Strider does have a shoulder strain, and he will miss a couple of starts in the rotation as he goes on to the 15-day IL. So we got to figure out, who do we want to call up to replace him? We have Waldrop, we have Elder, we have Holmes. We have a lot of options, but looking here, Grant Holmes not looking so hot. Waldrop hasn't even had a start yet. And Bryce Elder and Martin Perez are both pitching okay. Now, I'm afraid if I call up Perez, he will not be able to sit back down. So we're going to call up Bryce Elder. He's a lot hotter. Perez is in a bit of a cold streak. So we're going to have to move some guys around. And we are going to let, we'll let Richie and I can't say his name, but we'll let them stay in Double-A to grow a little bit. But anyways, Elder will take Strider's spot. He'll probably make at least 1 start, maybe 2. I'll have to add in his cutter later because he doesn't have it. But we'll see Shawver next, and I'm excited to see how Shawver does. So hopefully, game 2 goes a little bit better. We'll see. Let's look at it right now. Okay. So the guy on the mound that we are looking to pay attention to is AJ Smith-Shawver. Y'all know I have really enjoyed watching him pitch in this series so far. He made his season debut out of the bullpen against the A's. Then he had his first outing against the Diamondbacks, getting the win. And then he pitched against the Guardians. And he has really impressed me. Looking at his stats, he's not striking guys out per se, just 7 strikeouts to the 1 walk that you'll see in a second. But his ERA is .75, the whip is under 1, he's only allowed 10 hits, and he's gone 2-0 in 2 starts and an appearance out of the bullpen, so 3 appearances in total. He has been everything you could want and more, and I can just only hope that as the season progresses, especially with Strider's injury, he'll be out for a couple of weeks, I can only hope that Smith-Shawver can continue to do well. So starting off the game here against Brandon Marsh, who's been in a bit of a cold spell himself, like so many of these Braves players, he gets the strikeout. But Bryce Harper is on first, and Kyle Schwarber with another Schwar bomb. This one to right field. It just gets out a couple of rows deep into the stands. And that is his 11th home run of the season. I can't imagine there's anybody in the National League who is hitting more home runs right now than Kyle Schwarber. And he's the hottest, player so far for the Phillies. I mean, this whole lineup has been killing us so far. But they jump out to an early 2-0 lead. Trey Turner in the cleanup spot now is going to shoot that one up the middle and off the wall into left center field. Michael Harris plays it on a hop, and the Phillies continue with the hard contact. That's the thing with Shawver, is he is going to induce contact. So you just got to hope that it finds the glove. And that ball, I thought initially found Harris's glove, but instead it falls in front, and it's a 3-0, it's 2-0 Phillies lead, as Turner could not score from first. He had to make sure that ball was being caught. So still being hit hard is AJ Smith-Shawver. Bryce Harper lines out to Acuna. Schwarber gives this ball a pretty good ride out into center field. And Michael Harris is there. He made that last play as well. So Harris has been busy. Runner on first, 2 men down in the third. Phillies trying to add on. Michael Harris on his horse. He makes a running catch to save the part of the top of the fourth. We haven't seen much of Christopher Sanchez, and it's because he's just been getting outs. We aren't hitting. What's new? We do get a runner on, 2 outs. That was Acuna. Here's Drake Baldwin. And Acuna is going to steal bag number 9. And now runner in scoring position. Braves trying to get one on the board here. Baldwin up the middle, and that's a base hit. Ronald comes around to score as that's bobbled in center field. And the Braves chip away, 2-1. Bottom 5th now. Bryce Harper is 2 for 2, or 1 for 2. Make that 2 for 3. That is a no-doubter, just fair inside the line. And that is a home run for Bryce Harper. Phillies jump right back out to that 2-run lead, his 5th of the season. And the Phillies continue to roll. That 2, 3, and 4 has been so pesky. Schwarber looks at strike 3. Not sure what he's looking for, but still, Bryce Harper extends this Phillies lead. Pretty equal matchup so far. Just the 2 long balls for Smith-Shawver. Both teams with 4 hits, and the Braves trailing. Smith-Shawver not happy with himself, but hey, your pitching can't be the only thing that carries you. You've got to be able to hit, and we're not doing that. Christopher Sanchez has gone 6 innings, and he has given up 4 hits with 5 strikeouts. Very similar, like I said, line. Smith-Shawver with the 2 walks, though, and the 3 runs so far. Bottom 6 now. 4, 5, and 6 for Philly. Trey Turner goes down swinging. Strikeout number 6 for the Braves pitcher. Real Muto had a hard out his first time, and he goes down swinging. Or his last time up, I should say. That's strikeout number 7 for Smith-Shawver.
Next for the Phillies, second baseman,
Bryson Stott looking to put the ball in play here, and he does just that. That's hit to left center field. Harris on his horse. He's not going to get there. It's off the wall. And another 2-out base runner. So Stott will be at second as the Phillies continue to look to add on to their lead. His 5th double of the season. Edmundo Sosa, the number 7 hitter for Philly, takes a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 so far. That's hit softly to Kim, and Sosa beats it out for the infield single. Runners at the corners now for the number 8 hitter, Otto Kemp. Phillies threatening, 2 out in the 6th, 2 on. Shawver's pitch is a strike. He's looking to bear down and get out of this inning without giving up any more runs. Otto Kemp says, no thanks. High and deep to left. Yastrzemski makes a leaping try, and he can't bring it back in. Otto Kemp going to left field for his 3rd homer of the season. A 3-run blast, and that puts this game out of reach. The Phillies add on. It is 6-1 Philadelphia. Top 9. Braves trying to make a comeback. And that'll help. A 1-out base runner for Matt Olson. He's really been struggling. Acuna had a base hit. And he's going to hit that high and deep to center, but it'll die at the warning track. 2 outs. That's, at least we're making some solid contact, though. That's, you know, all you can ask for.
Number 39.
Drake Baldwin, last hope for the Braves. He gets a pitch over the middle, and he hits it hard to center, but Marsh is there. That's your ball game. Phillies take game 2 and take the series. The Braves' woes continue as they drop their 4th consecutive series here in mid-April, and might as well slump now instead of October, but it's not looking pretty. So the Phillies take this one 6-1. AJ Smith-Shawver gets his first loss of the season. Christopher Sanchez gets the win as he went 6. And he is also your player of the game for some reason. I think I would give it to Otto Kemp as he put this game out of reach, or Harper or Schwarber. Just, I guess, you know, when you have good pitching, might as well reward it. So Christopher Sanchez looking pretty good in his beginning of his new contract with the Phillies, or his restructured contract with the Phillies, and the Braves are trying to avoid yet another sweep. You see not much going on in Major League Baseball on Saturday night. So we're just trying to not struggle. We are in a 5-game losing streak. So that's bad. As you can see, we have plummeted 8-13. Nationals are 6-16, so at least we're not as bad as them. But we are 1-9 in our last 10, and NL East as a whole isn't playing very well, like a very good baseball. The Marlins are the only team that are above 500 in their last 10, but we can't hit. We're the worst. So, and mind you, the Nationals started like 0-10, so even they are doing better than we are in their last 10. Aaron Nola on the mound, 3 starts for him. Not looking so great. So if this would be the perfect time to capitalize and bounce back here. But if you've watched any of my other series, you may know that I struggle to hit against really bad pitchers. Robert Acuna leads off the game with a hard hit ball to left field. That'll find some outfield grass and extra bases for Ronnie. Leadoff double. That's how we start the game. Now let's see if we can bring him in. Just his 5th of the season. Matt Olson has been ice cold, but I won't sit him. He's going to play, and he's going to strike out. Poor Matty. He's having a real rough go of it seems. Here's Ozzie now. Hits that one hard into right center field. Marsh on the run. Marsh can't get there. Leaping try off the wall. Ronald will have to hold up at third because he had to make sure that ball wasn't going to be caught. Runners at second and third with 1 out. I've been impressed with all these so far. Another guy who's impressed me is Drake Baldwin. And while he doesn't make great contact, he does hit it slow enough that he's able to beat it out for the infield single and RBI. 1-0 Braves. Michael Harris is getting in on the fun. That's going to fall into right center. Marsh plays it, and that'll score 1. Harris will stay put at first as he gets back there in time. The third of the cutoff man keeping him close. 2-0 Braves. Ha-Seong Kim up the middle with the base hit, and the Braves are on it. Attacking Aaron Nola early to jump out to a 3-0 lead and still threatening with 2 men out. Mike Yastrzemski had a red-hot start, but now that he is playing every day, he, like so many of his teammates, really struggling. And he's going to hit that one to second base. Stott throws to first, and that'll end the inning. But the Braves jump out in front early, 3-0 on 5 hits. And we'll see if Chris Sale can hold the Phillies. Now, he had a horrible start in his last start against Miami. He could not make it out of the 4th, and he was a part of that 15-2 loss. We don't want to talk about that. So we'll see if he can bounce back here on the road in Philly. Bryce Harper left on left leading it off, and that's a rude start. Another extra base hit for Bryce Harper. So the Phillies are looking to answer right back. Kyle Schwarber is up a spot as well in a 2 spot, left on left, and that's a better matchup right there. Swings through the slider for the first out. Trey Turner hits that one hard to center, but it will stay up long enough for Michael Harris to make the catch. Harper will not tag. Oh, he will tag. I'm kind of surprised, but okay. Be aggressive early. Why not? And finally, Edmundo Sosa up the middle, and that will score Harper. So the Phillies play some small ball. They get the runner over and bring him in. And it's 3-1. We're jumping all the way to the 5th. Aaron Nola has settled into a groove, but Acuna has other plans as he sends that one down the left field line, and that'll roll all the way to the corner. Acuna with his second double of the evening. And that's a leadoff double as the Braves look to get some insurance here and take this final game.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Here's Matt Olson. Struck out his first time up, and he has been ice cold. Not looking so great, and he is down on strikes again. He's ready to just get out of April, I think.
3.
Ozzie goes down looking. Can't hold up, and it's going to be up to Drake Baldwin to drive in Acuna. He drove in the first of the Braves' runs, and that's hit to first base. Will this come back to hurt the Braves? We're about to find out. Bottom 5. Bryson Stott into left field. Yastrzemski can't get there, and then it just trickles on past him, I guess. I don't know how that happens, but that's why defense is important, because here comes Stott all the way around third. He's going to try for an inside the Parker. Throw is not in time. That's the Braves' luck right there. 3-2. There's a base hit the other way from Otto Kemp. Here's a board and nobody out in the 5th. Brandon Marsh,
What do you got?
checks his swing. Third base ump says, hey, he went. So that's a big first out. And then Leon's going to get hit by the pitch. So lineup turns over. Bryce Harper goes down chasing the slider, and Chris Sale is 1 out away from getting out of it, but it's Kyle Schwarber. Left on left, he's still a threat as he gets one past a diving Olsen into right field. Here comes the runner from third. He will be in easily, and that's why you try to get insurance. 3-3 now. Trey Turner goes down looking, and Sale gets out of it, but he gives up an inside the Parker. That's not really his fault. That's Yastrzemski's fault. But he does give up the run and the tying run as well, and we're squared even. So the Braves do pick up a run in the 6th. I don't know how I missed it when I was editing, but I did. So we are looking to hold on to this tight 1-run lead, and it's not going to be easy. Joe Jimenez is on the mound. He's been struggling of late, but so far so good as he gets Real Muto swinging. I wanted him to come in this bottom half, or in this, weaker part of the Phillies lineup. It's been all electric for them this series, but he does have a 1-2-3, so maybe a sign of things to come. We'll put him in low leverage situations going forward. Matt Olson connects to right field, and there's some much needed breathing room for the Braves. Matty O needed that himself. 407 feet to right field. He finally gets a base hit, and he's going to jog all the way around the bases. 5th home run of the season for him, as he is looking to just do something, Ozzie's next. He goes to right center field, and that is gone. No doubt about that for Ozzie. 405 feet, similar spot to kind of where Olsen hit it, I guess. Those no doubt cameras are it's hard for me to see where the ball's going, so I might miss a few calls of where they land, but regardless, Ozzie with his 4th bombsy of the season, and the Braves add on 6-3. That's what we need. Now, if only we could do that with runners on base. But regardless, we take it and we don't complain. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 9-1-2 for Raisel Iglesias. Bryson Stott is going to ground out to first for the first out. Y'all, I'm blind. It's not 9-1-2. It's 6-7-8. Regardless, you're going to have to expect more of these errors because I'm dealing with an ailment, a vision ailment anyways. That's strike 3. Iglesias slams the door shut, and the Braves hold on to take a game in this 3-game set. We can relax. That 5-game losing streak is snapped, but we still lost the series. But Chris Sale does get the win, his 3rd of the season. Orion Kirkering gets the loss. Iglesias gets just his second save of the season. We out-hit the Phillies 14-7, so that's good, and 6-3 is your final. Now, next time on the channel, we have the Nats series, and we will do what we usually do with our 4-game set. We'll play the first 2 games, and then we'll post those, and then we'll play the second 2 games and post those. So that is what you have to look forward to on the channel. We didn't look at scouting this week. I've decided I'll just show you kind of what I've got at each month, because I'm not very good at scouting, and it's probably we're gonna swing and miss anyways. But regardless, we do have that, and we'll look around the league and whatnot as we inch closer to the end of April. Just 3 more series to go: the Nats, the Phillies, and the Tigers. Breathe. With all that being said, y'all, that'll do it for me in this video here. If you like what you saw, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as I post videos as I can. Nothing like a series against the Nats to hopefully get us back on track. Take care, and I'll catch you guys next time.